his adorable little daughter. It is sleeting. We're going to go in the shed. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm an idiot. And it wasn't. All right, we're good. Okay. So you were just looking. Can you tell I haven't done this on this phone yet? All right, so here's Dan and his adorable daughter, and we are going into the Shedquarters because we're going to hang out outside, but it is freaking sleeting. All right, if you wouldn't mind popping your shoes off on the mat. So I've been meaning to do a shed tour. And it's like, oh, I'll do one now.
Well, Nerk's doing a tour of some dude's like drone facility, right?
Oh, really? That's pretty awesome. Hello!
Hello!
Thank you for coming. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Take your shoes off. Good girl.
Hey, would you like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in a minute? She's like, Dad, can I have that? And some chocolate milk?
You want some almond milk?
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Dan, this is the Shedquarters.
The Shedquarters. This is where the magic happens.
This is where does it look anything like you expected?
It looks less like a dark basement.
Oh, than it normally does?
Yes.
Oh, I never realized it looked like a dark basement.
It's got sunshine coming in the windows.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that ring light is key.
Yeah, all right.
That ring light is super
I'll take the viewers around. All right, so this is where I film from. It's a standing desk, monitor arm. You can actually see, I can drop the monitor and you can see the camera back there. Here, I'll turn the monitor on. This is not a super nice monitor, but it works. And I like the fact that it's so I actually, when I got this monitor, my thinking was I wanted a monitor that I could see 3 things on at one time. This is for work. And I started to realize I only want 2. it's too big. It's too wide. Here's the mic, and this all comes out to the side. So that's kind of the setup when I'm filming. Obviously, I have my ring light right here. Yeah. This is where I kind of keep some stuff, and I'm gonna move that over to here, and I'm gonna move all these pictures over to there. Just because that's like super inaccessible. Previously, I had the workbench over there, but yeah, we got a couple drones on the walls. I need to do something with those differently. Here is the hi Double A. How you doing, buddy? Here is I don't know. That's just storage. I had like a giant. Like cube holder in here, and I didn't like it, so I got rid of it.
See, these I need to get. I don't have any of the little...
Dude, okay, so here's the workbench. I'll pull the chair out of the way. So this table is actually... Look how long that thing is. So this was actually a door in a dorm at Virginia Tech. And I've converted it. Yeah, you can see the hinge. And look, some dude, I looked this guy up, Ryan Staley. It was dorm 441 or room 441. I looked him up. He's like a photographer now.
Nice.
Yeah, but here's the fun part. It still has the peephole. Peephole still in it. Peephole works. Peephole works.
So when you hide your son under the
right,
under there, you can
right, yeah.
What you're doing.
You're like, son, get to your position.
Okay. I think the pride and joy in this entire shed right here has got to be the KK 2.0.
Oh yeah.
On the 550 frame.
There you go. That was the original.
The flame DJI flame wheel frame.
Yeah, that was the original.
And then tell me about that.
All right, so this is the Nito Sexy Beast.
Well, it is Nito.
Yeah, it's a 4-inch. And what's really unfortunate is Nick Zuhosky was the designer and Justin Skinner was his business partner. And unfortunately, Nick just passed away. Oh, no. He had a bilateral lung transplant, and I guess, unfortunately, I think he rejected it. Yeah. So, but he the dude was amazing. He was like a 3D genius. And he was not interested in any of the current drone design, which is actually why I picked that frame.
Yeah.
So it's a 4-inch. I had 2800 kV motors on it. We got daddy-daughter time right here. Look at that pirate earring.
I've had these.
Arr, matey.
I've had these since I was 16.
Right?
I don't think they've come.
Arr, we're gonna avast ye swabbies.
I used to have a few more up here. I think I still have one. Yeah, I still have
Yeah,
one up there. But
yeah.
I used to have a few more.
Right?
I've had other piercings.
Yeah. Yeah, so this was my first FPV drone. I broke so many of these. Justin Skinner ended up calling me the great frame destroyer or something, because I had no idea what I was doing, and I just crashed this thing into everything. I broke so many pieces.
While we're live, I'm gonna run out to the truck and grab something. Angelica,
All right.
be good, okay?
All right, you go do it.
Because I got something for you.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. All right,
I'm bringing presents.
Woohoo! I get presents. I dig it. So I'll kind of carry you guys around a little bit more. Yeah, so we got the 3D printer. Nothing spectacular. Sometimes it doesn't work, like right now, but whatever. Oh, we got the Windex, which I should have put away. Got the Mavic. That monitor just sits there. I haven't really used it. What you think? That's where my puppy sits. My doggy Jasmine sits there. I would have her out here, but she barks a lot. She's tiny like you, but she barks.
Well, where is she?
She's inside. So, hey, you know what? I'm going to get you a peanut butter sandwich and some chocolate milk soon. Does that sound good? Okay. We're going to finish the tour, and then we'll sort out what else is left. So, okay, he's back. He's back. Hello.
Hello, live stream.
Hello.
I present to you
All right.
the very, very first Renegade 65.
Oh my gosh, look at that thing. That is awesome.
That will be probably the fastest drone you've ever flown.
Really?
Yes, it's 1S. Do you have 1S batteries?
We have some 1S batteries.
So
that
I got
is amazing.
Some HV ones that you might want.
Wow. Yeah, because this thing sucks them dry, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. You'll notice it sagged down to like 2.6, and then you bring it to a hover, and it's like, and we're back to 3.5.
Yep.
Like, all right.
Let's see. Those motors are. Let me look at them.
27,000 kV.
Seriously?
Yes.
27,000?
They are the Tiny Whoop Danger onesies. They are 0802.
Sorry.
And the only thing is, you might need another screw, because apparently that one seems to have come out of there.
I've got
some.
some.
Literally.
I sure have some.
So,
dude, that is amazing. Thank
you're
you.
gonna have some fun with that,
man. I appreciate it. That's awesome.
That's the one that I was posting all those videos of me just going super fast past the camera.
Dude, that's awesome.
The sound that thing makes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not like it doesn't make the sound of the 10-inch that's virtually silent.
Yeah. No, this thing is a siren going through the air. It's like an air raid siren just buzz by.
AA wants to know if it's 500 milliamp hours.
I run 350 milliamp in it and 210 milliamp. So,
210. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 210 gets you what? 30 seconds of flight?
No, 1 minute and 44 with my tune.
Wow.
You're gonna be surprised, dude. Like
that is amazing.
It's got the Renegade tune on it, and it's the one that I was sort of tuning specifically for these motors. Because Jesse warned me about those motors, and I was like,
You've been doing a lot of work with them, haven't you?
I actually have no affiliation with them whatsoever. I'm just friends with a lot of the guys that are in Tiny Whoop, and Jesse recently sent me a bunch of messages being like, hey, let's schedule for the show, let's get you in.
Yeah.
And I'm donating a bunch of optimized drone swag for a bunch of their races and stuff.
Very cool. So that's awesome.
It's going to be fun. I'm hoping eventually I can get some sort of affiliate link thing going with Jesse so that optimized drone folks can get a discount on motors. But I just put a purchase in for a bunch of gift cards and stuff from Tiny Whoop to give away. So
ooh, that's exciting.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, thank you very much, man. That's incredible. Dude, I did not.
I did not expect that's that. Full acro. When you do a roll or a dive or something, you're not gonna get that crazy Whoop prop wash that you usually get.
Okay.
You're gonna be like, oh, that flies like my 5-inch. Okay, cool.
Awesome. That's amazing.
It's got my tune on it, and it is throttle capped at 95%.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Just It's
You'll
throttle
go-
capped at
Yeah.
95%.
It's got an XM micro receiver, so you've got
Yeah, I've got a
Tyrannus
Tyrannus.
right
Yep,
there, and
yep,
that's
yep.
why I was like, that one.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep. She's
Wait,
good. She's not. There's
good.
nothing. Yeah, she'll be fine. Yeah, she's. Oh yeah, no, that's silicone mold, baby. You don't
Yeah,
want
you don't
to.
wanna
You don't want to
touch
get
that.
into that.
That's like Daddy's. He pours epoxy.
Let's see. Oh, people are talking to me.
Uh-oh.
I want to make a whoop without the ducks. I think you can.
That's called a drone.
Yeah, that's called a drone. Now, Double A was asking. Double A, what were you asking about 5-inch? Like, could you make that a 5-inch? Is that what you were curious about? Does Dan have any plans for the summer? Are you hitting any events? That's from Double A.
I'm trying to hit Rampage.
Rampage. Yeah.
Who's that?
Double A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, toothpick. I got you.
Yeah. Toothpick. You could. This
Ooh,
one.
ooh.
So,
Here, I'll show you guys this in a moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but go
That
ahead.
thing looks pretty. Oh, that's the ultralight, huh?
Yeah, that's yeah. We'll get into that.
250.
That's right, baby.
So this one, if you do the math, it's about 96,000 RPM for
Okay.
each motor. I did put the 22,000s on just the carbon for the cockroach frame, the 75 mil cockroach frame, and made it a ductless one as well. Made
Gotcha.
it a ductless one as
Okay.
well.
So Double A's question and Blizzard FPV. Rampage is an event in South Carolina that Rotor Riot is running, and it looks like it's in July, right? It's like the end of July. I don't know. Well, you should just go search Rotor Riot Rampage. It's selling out pretty quick. Like I was thinking about going with the boys, but we may not be able to make it, which is a bummer. But you know, COVID and everything else. Yeah. So Double A's question was, Double A mentions it's a freestyle event.
Yeah.
Double A's question was basically, can you put a 500 milliamp hour battery, take that setup, drop it onto a toothpick, and make it a 5-inch?
Could be, but the motors, no. It's a 5 amp loop board.
Okay.
So it wouldn't, and those motors already at full pull about 5.2. So that's why there's the 95% throttle count.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I have not blown up a battery yet. So that worry is gone. They get warm, but they're not going to blow up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you could make that a 5-inch. You would need to spec it a lot different. But to make a 5-inch, you could do. I did make the Dave C 3D printed 18650 1S.
Oh yeah.
That's a 3-inch, I think. And I made that with some 1102 motors. So
That sounds cool.
Yeah. And it worked. It flies. It's not powerful, but it goes.
Here, I'm gonna hand you this.
Right.
So, there's the problem.
Yeah.
I was having a motor issue. Duh. So, all right. So this is my sub 250. This one clocks in. RC Ritter and Double A have mentioned that Rampage is in May. So, all right. So this is my sub 250. So it is Tommy's Motors.
Yeah.
Tommy's Motors, and I got the 4S kind because he was because the battery for 6S is heavy, and this is relatively light.
This is the 4S.
Yeah,
right?
that's the 4S, and I think they're what 20.
No, this is
2400 kV.
I think these would be. Yeah,
it's on. I think it's on there. Yeah.
Not on this one.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not. Yeah.
But I found another problem. He shredded.
Oh yeah, dude.
Cable.
Okay. So I have a very sad moment or sad confession here. I'm terrible at building. It's more because I don't want to take the time to build it perfectly. So if you look at that. Oh yeah, look. I mean, I've probably got about a pound of electrical tape on there. Look at the stack. Here, show them the stack.
Okay.
Yeah, the stack is trash.
It's just double-sided tape.
Yeah, it's double. It's literally the flight controller, double-sided sticky tape, the receiver, double-sided sticky tape, the
grab-
the transmitter.
I'm gonna grab the gank to show what it should look
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, he's gonna
Hold on,
actually
stay there.
he's gonna
Stay
show
there,
me
okay?
he's gonna actually show me what it should look like. Yeah, but this thing is it is about 200 grams with the battery. So I'm running the here. I'll find the battery. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so I'm running the. Who is that? I don't know. Oh, I think it's iFlight Full Send 450s. And these are actually fantastic batteries for this build. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you like that? My daughter made that for me. That's my daddy shark. My daddy shark painting.
She knows Daddy Shark.
Yeah. Which isn't any better. It takes weeks building a couple drones. All right, so
That's
there you go.
Dave C 18651S.
Yeah.
Whoa, pink.
Yeah, you picked that color.
Blizzard FPV wants to know if I sticky tape the controller to my hands when I fly. No, Dave, actually, or Blizzard, actually, I use oven mitts because I feel like it's important to soft mount my controller.
Yeah.
Right? So
like Edward 40 hands.
Right. Yeah.
The 40s.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
not up there, okay?
So tell me about this, Dan.
This, Dave C designed it. It's the 3D printed long range frame. It runs on one 18650. These are 11,500 kV 1102s. And I think they're E-Sheen. Like just it's got LEDs, but it's running Crossfire kind of long range. I think it's 100 milliwatt. So this thing I've gotten to fly on one cell for I think 8 minutes and 45 seconds.
My God,
And
that's amazing.
That's when it started giving me the super warnings.
Yeah.
But I could have brought that 18650 down at least another volt or two.
Yeah. Wow.
So this one's fun. It's a little wobbly in terms of camera jello.
Yeah.
But it's still a long range 3D printed 1S.
That's amazing.
And yeah, it's just hey, what are you
She's
doing?
good. No, she's good. Dude, hold on. This tiny little thing is not going to do anything to that floor that my giant self,
Yeah, exactly.
all 240 some pounds of me, has not already done. So, babe, if you want to use that thing as a trampoline, you go right ahead.
Will. And she will. So you gave her permission. I heard it.
Blizzard,
I heard it.
Blizzard says double stick some 40-ounce gimbal covers onto it, right? Yeah. Yeah. Babe, these are my gimbal. These are my gimbal sticks. These are not. What's one of the big ones? What's the 40-ounce?
Colt.
Colt. There you go. Colt 45. All right, so let's see this one.
This is the Matt Gankman special, the Gank 3-inch Nemesis. This is by far my favorite rig. I rigged a DVR in it. This is 3-inch and it's running. I run it on 3S and it's incredibly fast. Carries my Insta360 just fine. And yeah, this is. I have multiple Ganks and this is the normal version. Yay, dancing! This is the normal version, and I just built that X8 version of it too. Where
I saw that where you like. He took two bottom plates, mounted one upside down, and dropped 4 more motors on it as an X8 because that's how he rolls.
And then I put two 20x20 ESCs in it and wired them together. Yeah. And that thing on 4S is a rocket, but almost blew up my battery.
Can't imagine.
I was flying it with Bernard from RR, and I brought it in, I grabbed the battery, and I was like, ooh, that's a bit warm. And he's like, yeah, there's a sand pit over there. I was like, fair enough. All right,
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So. Welcome.
Yeah, man. That's great.
That's my this is my travel kit. I've got the Cine in the truck.
Yep.
Yeah, that's dude, I cruised that golf course. Cruised it. I was excited. It was all yellow golf grass too. So
hold on. RC Ritter says you should rotate the bottom plate 45 degrees. Well, but I guess to give cleaner air. So that way you would end up with props here and props there. But then you'd have props in
Yeah,
the...
and then the tuning's really off.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
with,
that's
with
true.
the coaxial, it relies on the downward airflow going into the other prop.
Oh, okay.
That's how it balances.
I gotcha.
So
okay.
you have the under one spinning one way, and then the upper one spinning the other way.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that's
looking
just
forward to it, double A. And by the way, Ritter, I am 100% on board. That would be an interesting idea. I guess Dan's right. The tune would be a little challenging, but she can make.
There are
girlfriend, you make as much noise as. Hold on, dance it out. You don't care if she's on camera, I assume. Get it, girl. Get it.
She's been cooped up in the truck.
Cooped up in a.
Hey,
yeah.
Don't fall.
Okay.
I know you are.
Okay.
This is like, and she just was at Grandma and Grandpa hanging out with them, so it's like, all right, I'm gonna run around now.
Yeah. So one thing I will say about this is that there is an Insta360 Go that will be here tomorrow.
Ooh,
and so the new one is 360 Go 2, and so it's going to take a little doing, but I think I can get an actual sub 250 HD rig set up on this thing. And I know I'm not, look, I know I'm not the first one to do that, but man, hold on, this thing. Okay, so it is 5-inch props, and they're super light.
Yeah.
This thing will stop on a dime.
Oh yeah.
I dropped it. I took it from 399 feet AGL in front of the house here, and I let it fall far longer. Like I got closer to the ground than I ever would with a 5-inch.
Yeah.
And so it's falling.
Gave it that
it's falling like this, and then I just popped it, and it just stopped.
Yep.
And it bounced back. Like all of a sudden it popped up, and me and the boys were on the front porch, and all of us.
Yeah.
Ah! My wife is like, "Is everything okay?" They were like, "This you should see." And she doesn't. She's like, I don't. Okay, fine, whatever. Just I'm going inside. Right? She's like,
oh, boy stuff.
Great. She's like, oh, it drones. We're just whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how my that big 10-inch is. It's like, even though it's silent, I can bring it down, and in the middle of a dive, I just went like that, and it was just like, and I'm just gonna stop, and it's like, cool, all right.
Yeah. So I am, and this is Bob's power pick frame.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it. He doesn't like that frame because he was like, man, I built it. No, let me rephrase that. He does like the frame, but he built it to fix. So he built it to fix a bunch of issues with one of his previous frames. Yeah. And I think the thing, this frame, because of the way that you can't see it with the battery.
Yeah.
Because of the way that the arms lock together, that is the most rigid frame I've ever flown.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to convince Bob. I'm like, hey man, modify this frame. Like I know he wants the Vista build with top mount battery, but I'm like, dude, if you take this frame and modify it just a tad, it basically elongate the body a little bit, you have a fantastic sub 250.
Oh yeah.
But I've seen what Bob's working on. And it looks very, very nice, and he's got some very innovative ideas because he's Bob.
We're not going outside yet.
Bob Rudy, by the way. But
we all know Bob.
Oh yeah, everybody knows Bob.
What about Bob?
Yeah. And then the other one, and obviously I want to try Tommy's frame, but funds be funds, you know what I mean? So
just go play for a minute.
All right, well, you want to wrap this up?
Sure.
Okay. She's like, Dad.
She's like, play. I want
to
play.
For sure.
So before we do, you got to tell me about your dead phone society.
Oh, all right. So here you go. So these actually all still work. So I, by trade, am an iOS engineer. So I have written
every
code for iOS for forever. I've been an iOS engineer since like 2011, which is pretty freaking funny because that makes me one of the most senior iOS engineers on the planet. I'm not doing iOS right now. I work for an AI company, but I get contacted by recruiters constantly. And the number one thing, I'm like, look, I haven't written iOS in about 3 years, and they're like, we don't care. We've got, then basically what they tell me is they've got a bunch of grads that don't know fundamentals, and so they want a senior engineer lead to come in and teach fundamentals, which is hysterical for me. Yeah, so this is the original iPhone. I bought this obviously used. It still does work, but it is not in great shape. This is my iPhone 3G. This was the first phone that I had, and it was first iPhone. It was great. This is the 4. Now, I don't know if y'all have ever seen a 4. This is the most beautiful phone ever made.
And durable.
No. Oh, no. So here's the problem. This was actually my wife's. Let me see if I can get the... There we go. So you see that crack? She did that within 3 hours of me bringing it home. I immediately ordered a case. And the funny thing is that... well, I'll get to that in a minute. So here is the iPhone 5. This was also a beautiful phone. And unfortunately, because of the finish, they never recreated that black. But that was the, like, I've heard it referred to as murder black. And honestly, this was the coolest black they ever did. This eventually became the, similar to that. Like, it's a little bit darker than this, but this was the finish that eventually led to that. Which, by the way Apple does things, if you ever see something show up in a smaller Apple device, it is going to show up in their main product. Yeah. So, like, the iPhone, the Apple Watch, was the first one to have magnetic charging.
Yeah.
And you go look at the iPhone 12 Pro now, which I'm holding in my hand. That thing, like, you get the magnetic charger on the back of that thing, because with the Apple Watch, it kind of falls off a little bit. The magnetic charger on the back of this thing is unreal. Apple's really good with magnets, which is pretty funny. So then we've got, this is the iPhone 7. It's a 7 Plus. I do have 6s and 6Ss around, but they are unfortunately they're in use by children. This was my 12 or my 11, and unfortunately I broke the screen and hamster charging. X-Jet, what up, Bruce?
What's up, Bruce?
Okay. So here's the story. I have never dropped a phone and broken it. Okay? I have always, my children have, my wife has, I have always just not castigated, but, made fun of them because they have dropped phones and broken them. I dropped my iPhone 11 and broke the back within 2 days of getting it. It was my upgrade from the 7, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I broke the front screen a week after. And then eventually, because I didn't put something on the front screen and because of the crack, it eventually destroyed the touch input device. Yeah. And so I ended up, unfortunately, having to upgrade to the 12 Pro, which was just such a challenge. So then last two devices, you can see they're dusty. This is the iPad Mini, the original iPad Mini, which has got something disgusting on it. Who knows what that is?
Come here.
This is the original iPad Mini, and then this. So this is the iPad. I think its designation is the 4. And the iPad 4 was very, very interesting because it was the very first device that used the lightning charger. Yeah. Used the lightning cable. And you want to talk about, look, when they got rid of the 30-pin connector, which was just a complete pain, it was like Satan came down to the earth and Thanos snapped all of the devices that had relied on the 30-pin connector out of existence. So all these people were like, oh my God, I can't use my alarm clock radio dock anymore because... And sure enough, everybody faded away. They did make an adapter. The adapter never did really anything.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming along. We have to get this little girl some food. Because you're hungry, right? Yeah, and you need chocolate milk? Okay. And Dan and I need coffee. Thank you very much for coming along, Dan.
Woo!
Woo woo! Bye, sweetheart.
Say bye-bye.
And really good having you guys. Catch you later. Bye. And I'm gonna turn it around now and ruin the ending because I gotta figure out how to turn this thing off. Bye. See, and let's see.
You have to go through all the. Are you?
Yeah,
Sure
I don't know. Oh, there we go.
You want to leave?
Hold on. I'm an iOS engineer. I know how to work these things. I understand how to. Wait. Do you know where the stop button is? Where's the freaking stop button on the live stream?